hello.
Just like that. And we're back in the mix. What's going on, guys? It is a wonderful Thursday. Jeff,
What's up,
we're just
dog?
holding out for good weather, aren't we, brother?
Man, I hope we can get some good weather.
If we can get some good weather for this fly-in, you guys, it's probably going to be the best fly-in we have. Is what I'm thinking. Is what I'm hoping. I mean,
Why not?
Why not? Exactly. Let's see here. We got people filing in, man. Here we go.
Everybody get in the show.
Get in the show. It's gonna start soon. But yeah, man. Happy Thursday. We're all in here. Let's take a look real quick. Do. Boom, boom. We did it. Happy Thursday. You made it again. Another Thursday. And look, it's a cold Thursday, man.
Yeah.
Fall's going by the wayside, and winter is here. I've watched on the news. You see some of those winter storms already hitting out west?
Yeah, it's snowing in the mountains.
Yeah, crazy. And I went outside just a couple of minutes ago, and it's like 30-something degrees out there. At least it feels like it. So, yeah, guys, happy Thursday, man. Glad you guys could make it and hang out with us again. We got some good show for you tonight. We got Jeff over there to my right, hanging out, looking all suave and everything like that. Clean cut over there. I think we're doing good. And Jeff's been working hard getting these getting some prizes, man. We've got some good quality prizes for the fly-in. Wouldn't you say, Jeff?
Absolutely.
I mean,
especially what we picked up today. Like, come on.
Should we tell the good people what we got going on? Should we tell them what we got?
Sure.
I think so.
We can kind of give a hint. I don't think we need to have it all like out in the open.
Yeah. But let's just put it like this. If you need a new TV, you need to come to the meet. How about that?
There you go.
If you need some new RC airplanes, come to the meet. So if you need some new servos, come to the meet.
Yes, sir.
It's been really great though. But we've been really trying to make sure that this one was better than the last one before. Like I said, Jeff's been working really hard in the background trying to make sure we're getting good quality stuff. We've had some really good sponsorship come through. We've had Banana Hobby come through, Hobby Kings come through, Raleigh Hobby, Hangar 18 Hobbies, which is local to us. Big Monkey Renovations has come through. High Tech has come through.
Yeah, FMS. Community First Realty, Wild Child Graphics for the banner.
Yeah.
Outreach Fabrication. Steve said he's going to donate.
Yeah. Steve made these.
High tech for servos and a charger.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we're killing it.
This is probably the most prizes I've ever seen at a fly-in. Honestly. Not to mention the airplanes that are going to be sold, you know what I mean, and swapped out and everything.
Yeah.
So
just bring your money, guys.
Bring your money. Bring your airplanes you want to get rid of because it's going to be pretty good. Let's see here. Let me jump into there. We got Lionel Randall in the mix. What's going on, Lionel Randall? RC Lando. He said Chicago got a little bit of snow today. But, Stolt said nothing hitting us. We're flying tomorrow. I was talking to old Jeremy Stolt the other day, dude. He's like, I think it was Sunday. These jokers are out here flying in like 30, 32, 30-degree weather.
No, dog, I'm good.
That's what I told him. I was like, you're crazy.
I'm good.
What's going on, Snipe Dog RC? How are you doing? Good to see you in the mix again. Iron Mover, what is up? The one and only P51 fan. We've got Gooniac in the house. What is going on? Eddie K's RC. Eminem Dynamics. What's going on? Where is he at? Isn't he supposed to be in the background?
I thought that's what he wanted, but he was just looking for the show.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
But for everybody wondering, Eminem Dynamics is going to be at the fly-in, and they're going to be representing SMC batteries, and they're going to have some for guys to test. And I'm trying to get us a battery or two, Bobby, but you know how that goes.
I know. I know. You know what's sad is it's been this long. We've heard how great those are. We still don't have any.
Still haven't tried them.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And we've got Keith Dunn in the house with another $9.99 super sticker. I swear, this guy's a machine, dude. I swear. And actually, let me tell you something, Keith. The that $10 right there, Jeff, actually is going to another project airplane that's going to be reviewed. So that is actually utilized. So that's good stuff. I appreciate that. And there'll be a video out on that one. By the way, guys, got a video dropping tonight at 9:45, right after the show. It's going to be a little airplane, a little 64 millimeter something that everybody can get, you know. So stay tuned to that. Got a video of that bad boy dropping out. But yeah, Gooniac said West Coast weather is changing. It absolutely. I think y'all are getting hit with that weird tornado. What do they call that thing? They called it something.
Cyclone?
Well, I mean, it's like that, but they call it something different.
Over there, it's like a typhoon, ain't it?
Yeah.
On the west side. It's a hurricane here.
A bomb something. I can't remember what they call it. But I can't remember what it is. But Keith Dunn, we certainly appreciate that super sticker, man. That is just good stuff. I'm telling you.
Fire veteran says cyclones.
Yeah, they call it a bomb cyclone. That's what it is. And it's like, you know, very, very interesting to see. So that's we don't have that on the East Coast. We just get hurricanes, you know. We get them bad too. But let's see. Balsa goodness from Hangar 9 today. Eddie K got him some balsa goodness, dude. There has been a lot of good sales going on, man. There's been a lot of good Black Friday sales. As a matter of fact, I got a box right there that I actually got from Black Friday, dude. You know what's in that box, Jeff?
Haven't got a clue, brother.
Man, you remember that little I guess it's a Piper, the little Piper foam airplane?
From FMS?
No, it's from e-flite. E-flite came out with that the Cherokee looking thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, that thing was on sale for like $199.
Oh, nice.
Like plug and play. I was like, I cannot not get that. But on Horizon tonight is the last night that they're actually having some sales and stuff like that. So I was going to show you guys some of those. But before we do that, we gotta tell Keith Dunn happy birthday, dude. It's his 37th birthday. Come on, man.
Nice.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Jeff, should we sing him happy birthday?
Man, I ain't singing nobody happy birthday.
Well,
brother.
can you know what? I would sing you happy birthday, but I'm afraid everybody will leave the channel. You don't want that, you know. But dude, I hope you've had a wonderful 37th birthday, man. That's good. That's good, dude. Anytime you can celebrate a birthday with airplanes, you know, you're doing good. You're doing good. On my birthday every year, I like to fly, so that's what I try to do. Winston Brown, what's going on? We got Winston Brown in the house. What is going on?
Winston.
Yep. So
Zan Zimmerman said he bought that one too, Bobby.
Did he? Dude, I'm telling you, man, you can't beat that. Dude, $199 for that airplane is a crazy deal. And look, RC flying veteran said, Bobby, why do you have that ugly jet behind you? That right there is an ugly jet. We're going to talk about that ugly jet, but can ugliness outweigh, you know, looks if performance is good? We're going to find out. But setting that thing up is pretty cool. And it's just a different looking jet. We saw the turbine version of it. So I will say, man, it's an awesome airplane. And the wheels are the same ones that are being put out on the V2 Scorpion, Super Scorpion. So they're really good. So at a minimum, it's got good wheels. So, but yeah, man, happy birthday, brother. I'm so happy for you. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, man, you got everybody saying happy birthday, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I was going to sing him happy birthday, but Jeff was like, man, don't sing, dude. Everybody's going to run out.
I'm good, homie.
Let's go and do it. Let's see here. But yeah, so Jeff.
Yes, sir.
What's new in your neck of the woods, man?
Nothing, man. Still can't find my helicopter.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've given up hope on it.
We talked about it last week. Jeff's helicopter flew away. We did a quick search and rescue of it, and we did not find it. Jeff did a thorough search and rescue, And there was just pretty much search. There was no rescue.
Yeah.
And so you've donated that helicopter to the airplane gods.
Yep, she gone.
She's gone. You know?
She's gone. Hey, is Seth Greenberg, are you in here?
He's in there, I think. I saw him.
I didn't see.
Samuel Baldo says that ugly jet flies great. I know, man. I know. The E-flite Cherokee is a dream. I'm telling you, it is. Stoll Production says Kyler's birthday is Saturday. Shh. I got him a new Aerofoam T45 for him. Make me sick.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Can I get a new Aerofoam T45?
Yeah,
please? Like, please. Come on, Jerry. Yeah, send me one. I'll be your kid. Adopt me.
Yeah, please.
Jeez.
You know, like,
why's it got to be so hard, man?
I know. And look, Jeff, we've already been on his case. He's got like, what are they, like 10 of those B1Bs or whatever?
Yeah, 5.
You've been asking. You still haven't gotten one.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my other plane stand.
Oh yeah, hold your breath on that one. You're gonna turn blue.
Yeah, no. Hey guys, Seth Greenberg. Hey, you're relocating down south. Seth Greenberg, I've got I've got some news. Or I've got a plan. You remember you sent Bobby and I that LX model?
You did.
70. The F-22. Do you remember?
We remember.
And got the note and everything. And we sat here, we opened it up, we looked at it, tried to put it together, and I failed. So my idea is we're just going to kind of give it away at the fly-in.
Yeah, man.
Unless you want me to send it back to you. But we're going to give it to one of the kids. We're going to have a glider contest, the little balsa gliders. And let the kids, we're going to have them all stand at the flight line and then throw the glider. So whoever flies it, throws it the furthest, wins a little grab bag, and then gets to take that little F-22 home.
Seth said, I'm not sending you guys anything ever again, dude. He's like, I hate you guys.
Well, I mean,
nah. You know. Yeah. But no, that's a good repurposing of that airplane. And RC Flying Veteran said, I'll take it. So he said, give it away. Cool.
That way, it gives the kids something to look forward to.
And we're giving to the future, man. Who knows? That one airplane, man, might open up the door for somebody and they may become a pilot.
Now, granted, there's no electronics in it, but, if they could sit there, they can glue it together and they can hang it from the wall and, they might feel like, hey, man, I got something.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree.
I said he couldn't build that thing either. So we're not the only one, Bobby.
I'm not the only one. It was a ton of parts, but guys, got out there, I've got a couple of flights now on the HSD Super Viper jet, dude. It's completely awesome. I love that thing. It's my favorite flying airplane that I have in the arsenal. I mean, that's all I got to say about that. It's that good. I was going to show a video, but apparently I'm lacking. Let's see here. Yeah, I clicked on the wrong thing, of course. So stay tuned. I'm getting ready to kick this video up for you real quick. And let me remove that. And yeah, check this out. A little smoky smoke action right there.
Bobby, I got a plane with smoke on it now. I'm super excited about that.
Let me tell you, Jeff, smoke on an airplane is a game changer. I don't know what it is. It's a game changer. It makes everything fun.
He looks constipated. Look at him.
He does a little bit, doesn't he?
Bad view, Marshall.
Man.
You need to bring that thing up like eye level.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, look. Bring it up, Marshall. Bring it up.
Poor guy. But yeah, guys, smoke on a plane is AWESOME. Awesome. Awesome.
Mark Francis, is there any smoke systems for an EDF? I don't think so. There is?
Dude, I saw one on Motion RC. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up because RC Pilot Will asked me about that too. And I was like, no, I've seen it. It's a smoke system for an EDF. Here we go.
It must heat up or something. Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it has probably like a little element in there.
Yeah, they got it at AliExpress. Here you go. I found one.
It's the same little smoke unit they got on the like kind of similar to the ones they have on tanks and stuff. Let's see here.
Oh, that's just turbine jet. Never mind. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Let's see here. Oh man, you're good. I know I saw it. Let me see here. Let's see.
That'd be really cool if they did.
Yeah, model aircraft fixed wing UAV turbo smoke system. Where did I see it? Jeez, it was awesome. Trying to see where I saw the thing. Mr. Sound. It's Mr. RC Sound smoke system for electric airplanes.
Are you looking at on RC groups?
Yeah.
Looking at.
Yeah. And
Don Henry, what's up, brother?
Man, I was trying to find it. Let's see.
Rightska. Smoke on an electric plane isn't that good. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. But it's good for what ails you. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Let me just pull that one up real quick. I mean, it's a neat thing. I've seen people put like the smoke bombs on them and then they take them up. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Yeah, they normally put them on the tips and stuff like that. Is what I see. They call it a Captain Mike smoke system. Let's take a look at it and see what this is looking at real quick. We're just gonna share the screen and boom, here we go. Take that. Check this out. That's old school Pilot Ryan.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. All right, Mike. Yeah, we're gonna get to the moon, man.
Is that just a smoke bomb?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we got jet. Whoops. We got jet
That's Ryan on the camera.
Yeah, it is. That's how old it is.
He's running a little rich.
Yeah,
that was short-lived.
It shows really good there. Or down in the tree line.
Yeah, that's funny. Dude, that was from 5 years ago. Interesting. So yeah. That's definitely different. But yeah, man, let's jump into let's see. I smoked an EDF once. Yeah, Will did it too. Will says, I want to smoke the Viper. That would be cool. Let's see. Bill Wagon says, got my FW 98S F-16 all sorted out. Little oscillation at first, but wow, does she fly great. Check front locking strut screws. Mine were loose. Cause gear to collapse on landing. Free wing 90. What is the free wing? Oh, the F-16. Okay. I'm still on the fence about that, man. All the videos I've seen of that, I don't know if it's the 8S or 6S version. I don't see the power. It looks like it runs out of power pretty quick, like at about 100 feet, when you go vertical. So I'm not sure, but it is a heavy airplane. So let's see. Mike France says, I've looked before. All I could come up was flammable. Yep. And Snow was right. The Mr. Sound stuff is the way to go. Stoll said that smoke system will catch on fire, was discontinued. So there you have it. He said there is a $1,200 smoke system that's out there, but who wants to spend $1,200 on smoke? And here it is. Did you look at that, Jeff?
I did not. Not for $1,200. I am nowhere near interested.
Yeah, I mean that's you're talking about multiple. You could buy multiple airplanes, like.
Yeah.
That's not even a good thing. Let's take a look here. But let's see. Keith Dunn says he just ordered the FMS F-18 F 70 millimeter. We had that airplane, man. That thing flew really good. that was one airplane that I was really impressed. That was hard for me to let go, man. The F-15 flies really nice. Just make sure your CG's dead on, and you are gonna enjoy that bird. Not only does it rotate very nicely off of grass, but dude, it's got plenty of speed. That thing was a cooker. So, but without further ado, Jeff, you want to bring Marshall in? Marshall, you
Go ahead
ready?
and bring him in. Go ahead and bring him in. I'm just doing some calculations here, Bobby. Sorry.
All right. Let's see here. I can't. Is he in the camera?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
How's the audio, guys?
Oh, there we go.
Sounds
Nice,
like
man. You're
garbage.
coming in nice.
Good. Thank you all. Hey, thank you all for having me. Sorry, last minute. I don't know why I had a brain fart and I thought that the stream started at 8, so I was texting Jeff, "Hey, where is the no stream tonight? No channel, no chat tonight." So, but no, thank you both for having me. And Jeff and I had spent a little bit of time on the phone last night and talking about some ideas for the upcoming event. Really looking forward to coming back this year. And without any further ado, just like Jeff said, I talked to Danny earlier this week. Mike and I had an idea and said, you know what? Why don't we talk to Danny and see about taking some of the new test pack, some of the new line of the HV2s, and bringing some test packs up to the event that y'all are having, and let some of your other club members and some of the people come try the batteries. So Mike went to over to Elkton and picked up 7 packs of the new HV2s,
Nice.
anywhere from 2,400 all the way up to 10.4. I got a 10,400 6S
10-4, good buddy.
that weighs the same as a orange and black 7,000. So not trying to name names, being respectful, but so I plan to come to the event and enjoy and be a hobbyist, just like both of you, and be a pilot. But I do try to represent Danny and SMC, although I buy my batteries just like you all do. But I'm a believer in them, and thank you for having us on the channel again. Again, my name is Marshall. We have the YouTube channel M&M Dynamics, where my friend Mike and I like to push the envelope, whether it's on water or land or in the air. Bobby, it's funny you just said that about the new jet, and I really like the one in the background, and I want to talk about that in a minute.
Dude, people overlook this bad boy. Yeah, she's
I
not
know.
pretty, but look, it makes up for flying.
Yes, I have not flown one, and there's one on Facebook within about 10 miles from me. A guy bought one, impulse bought it, thought he could fly it in his yard, and it's for sale like 10 miles from me, and I've been thinking about going and scooping it up.
Dude,
Quit being cheap.
it's
Right.
not a bad airplane at all. It's not.
And
Hey,
as a matter of
Bobby,
fact,
real quick,
Go ahead.
Marshall, just to kind of give you an idea. So we've got over $1,600 in raffle prizes.
that's awesome. I can't wait to drop my own name in the raffle as well. And I am talking with Danny about seeing if he can throw something in the raffle for the event as well. And just to give you an idea, and I'll let y'all show, I pulled out this is a HV2 5900 right here. So the reason that it's got the 2 numbers on it is 5100 milliamp at 420 or 5900 when it's charged to 435. This is the
That's your
battery
high
that
voltage
replaced
charging.
that.
Just so
That is
people
correct.
don't know.
That is correct. And this is the new battery that replaced the old 5300 high voltage. Same weight. So what used to be 5300 milliamps on high voltage, you're now getting 5900 milliamps for the weight of the prior HV1, if you want to call it. I've got 4 of these. This is actually my personal battery. I've got 4 of them. And I'll be flying my 12S Extreme Flight 85-inch Edge on a 12S setup with these. But come by this tent and see me, and let me know what you're flying, and we'll match up a battery for you and let you try whatever I've got with me that I bring. Hoping to let y'all have some fun with them, and I'm a believer in them, and I push them. And like I said in the other podcast that you had Mike and I in a while back, I've known Danny Sullivan for probably since the late 90s when I was an RC car racer. And a lot of people don't understand what SMC stands for. SMC stood for Superior Matching Concepts. Back when we ran sub Cs and RC cars, the old round cells, and I used to be a sponsored driver against Danny's packs in the oval circuit down in South Carolina, and the man's passionate about batteries. He has the best, and that's why when Mike went 2 days ago to pick up the packs that I'm bringing to your event, that they were flooded with orders since the new lineups came into stock. And that's probably one of the biggest complaints that you hear from some customers is, wow, they're never in stock. Well, that's because they're so popular. And he strives to make the best and have the best batches, and arguing and fighting with China to get them to make what he tells them to make in the formulations. And performance has a price, and sometimes takes time. You have to be patient.
I'm glad you explained some of that there, because I was going to ask you exactly what is the benefit of the V2 over the older packs.
So great question. So the older HV1s were labeled a little lower C rating, and I believe they were 40 C on the labels. And I've got one right here. I'll pull out, and I'm actually working on a battery right now for myself. I lost a cell in a 6S pack, and I found a cell. So the old SMC V1 label, like this, down the bottom, shows 75C. So this battery is a 4400 at HV or 3800 at 420. And the replacement for this pack, which I'll be bringing to the event, is a 4900. And it's now going to be from 75C up to a 90C. And you gained 500 more milliamps in the same weight. So not only did the C rate go up, but the milliamp went up, and it's the same weight and roughly about the same price. He did have to raise his prices with this when he changed factories and went with the new factory this year, but that's just due to quality and products and what it costs for him to bring the batteries to America.
Man, that's actually pretty good. And I appreciate you explaining that too. So you're getting really more bang for the buck. I mean, it really is a true V2 variant of that battery.
Yep.
Not only are you getting more bang, you're getting more capacity, and you're just getting overall a better LiPo.
Yep, and a higher C rating. Yep.
Yeah.
I play with batteries. My local club members call me Sparky. And like I said, I was taking a battery apart and marrying it. I mean, here's what I'm working on right now, which I fully disassembled. And I'll reheat shrink it, relabel it.
I was going to say, that doesn't scare you?
Nah. So I do wear eye protection, of course, all the time, but and you got to have a voltmeter. But I'm known to take batteries apart and unsolder cells and put them all back together. It's I just reverse engineered it. I wanted to know how things worked, and one time I said, you know what, I'm going to peel the heat shrink off and see how it works. And I actually, I hope I don't get in trouble for showing you all this, but I think everybody knows what this is, right? Or has seen a smart label battery.
Yeah.
Well, you ready? So I took a smart. I had a battery that I bought an Aero Scout recently that was a ready to fly plane.
Are you making hybrid batteries, Marshall?
Yeah,
I did.
He's repurposing. He's making them better.
I made a chipped, the first chipped SMC 3S 2400. I got bored, and I had a dead pack that was left in somebody's closet for 4 years, and I took it apart and I found the chip, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna make a chipped SMC. So
that's pretty cool, and it works, right? It works perfectly.
It works perfectly fine. Yeah.
That's
funny. The chipped batteries, I don't think the person that sells them in America right now was the first person to do it. If anybody knows anything about ISDT, I have their battery checker right here, and a lot of people don't know that the ISDT line had the battery go and had the third little port in here on the XT60, not like the IC3, but a lot of the old ISDT chargers, you could start to see that these smart technology was headed our way with another manufacturer from China before the big company in America got a hold of it.
Right. Wow. It's actually pretty neat that, and it's good to have. I didn't like the chip at first, and then I understood what it did, and I was like, okay, I get it. I get it.
Yep. Yep.
Now,
Yep.
guys that are watching this, if y'all have any questions in regards to these SMC packs, now is your time to ask. So you can go ahead and start doing that.
Please do.
And start sharing some of your experience, because you may have questions about from the very beginning. Me and Jeff are like, so why are SMCs so different than all the other ones? Well, now you know, and we knew that prior to this moving in. Honestly, man, we've just been pretty not stubborn, but we just have been so busy. We just haven't gotten around to getting them, And I always see these great sales they're having, and you hear nothing but good feedback about it. And I'm just like, I miss the bus every single time. So
that's all right.
I can't
Bobby,
wait to try one.
I'm gonna put something in your plane if you'll let the mic down at your event, and then we're gonna put something. Will you tell me what you want to do? You want to go fast and long, or you want to keep it light wing loading? We'll pick a pack for you.
Man, I want to see. I've got an Avanti that is a rocket ship, and I would like to see how fast. Just the difference in them. So because sometimes you got to get your hands on them in order to really approve it.
So another battery that's a really awesome battery is these green lines. Okay, so this is a 4S 2200. This is not high voltage, and this battery is he calls this his high performance line. All the green labels, and this battery is I think 1795, and
Crazy.
this is pricing from 10 years ago. I mean, I remember buying 3S 2200s and paying, fighting on Hobby King to get them for 10, 11 bucks, or a 4S for under 20. And in this line, it's just phenomenal. And I'll bring this battery and let anybody try it, wants to put it in their, 4S Timber or whatever, Warbird 1.2 Warbird, or from FMS or Banana or whoever. I'm going to bring a selection of pretty much everything that I can from my personal stock, as well as what Danny has provided me to bring for the event. So I just want people to experience them. But the one thing that is, and I can't see the chat, so guys, please, and Bobby, I'll answer any question anybody has.
Yeah, man.
They still are LiPo, and they have to be treated accordingly. They have to be stored and kept in a climate controlled environment. I have 5 fireboxes right to my right now, ammo boxes that I keep all the LiPos in. Everything is charged the day I use it, and if it's not if it's not flown in a plane, it's discharged and put in storage. 381 is my preferred method before I go to bed at night. That's just, I'm religious, and so SMC batteries they're not magic. They're a LiPo just like every other LiPo, but one thing that makes them different and from the ones on Amazon is these are oil-based cells. These are not water-based cells, and so you might have some viewers tonight that might make some comments. Well, I had a battery and it puffed, and
right, you'll have that.
Right, and they still are a LiPo, and probably the 2 biggest reasons that a battery is going to puff is, one, it was left fully charged, okay, or it was taken down way below 3.5 under load. It got a lot of heat in it. I personally don't like to see my batteries get over 140 degrees. 125 is really nice. I like to land at 378, 375. I store at 381. So they still are LiPos, and they still require proper LiPo maintenance. And then the other complaint that I've gotten from SMC batteries is I heard someone say, "Oh, it crashed my plane." Right? And they're like, "Well, how did it crash your plane?" Well, I was flying along, and it gave all this power, and all the power. I had all this power, and all of a sudden it just died. Well, that's the thing about a battery that has low internal resistance. It's going to push and push and give you all that power as hard as it can. Then when it goes, it goes. Unlike a battery that has high internal resistance, you'll hit LVC, throttle back, and then you'll be able to reset your ESC, and you can fly and land that plane. A battery that has low internal resistance, like SMC batteries that are high performance, when they expel and they're gone, they're gone. And so I'm a big believer in backup guards, and I learned this from the heli crowd, and I talked about this on last time you had me on the stream, and is that you want some insurance, especially on an expensive model. A 60-inch balsa plane, $1,000, $1,100, from Skywing or E-flite. Why not put a $60 backup guard, so that if you do ignore your flight timer, or you're having too much fun, that when the battery, I'll turn every LVC off in every model I own. It's not worth tearing up a $200 model for a 30 to 40, 50, $60 battery. I'll melt the battery and tear it up before I want to crash my model. And I think everybody is the same way.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Yeah. Hey, Winston Brown's wondering the website, please.
I'm sorry.
He wants to know what the website is.
Ah, great question. Great question. So smc-racing.com.
Bill Wagner said they're in stock for now, so order soon before they are all gone.
They are, and
That's just what happens too.
This is the little backup guard. This is the Scorpion version. Simple little 2S 500 milliamp LiPo. Plugs into any open receiver port. But I got to show you guys.
Hold on, wait a minute. What was that?
So Jeff, while you're away, I threw in my plug about SMC batteries having such low internal resistance, and everybody's saying, "Oh, it's flying great. It's flying great. It's never had so much power." And then all of a sudden, their plane they crash their plane because they never hit LVC. They never had a chance to because the battery is going to fall like a rock. When the battery's done and it has no more power, it's not like an old 5-year-old LiPo that you bought, many years ago or caught in a trade with a plane and you hit LVC and you're able to reset your throttle and your speed control and land that plane. An SMC battery that has low internal resistance, if you go beyond your flight timer and you have no telemetry on board to tell you your voltage, you can potentially crash a plane because it's going to expel every bit of its power and fall flat on its
Is
face.
that like a battery backup or like
this is the backup guard that I talked about last time in the stream.
Okay.
And when you're flying,
how much are those?
So $50-$60, Pulse. So the ones that everybody loved was the OptiPower backup guards. This is a Scorpion V1. Scorpion V2s now don't come with a battery, but they usually use a little 2S 500 LiPo. It's a little $7 battery, and it plugs into any open port. And the minute that this backup guard sees a voltage drop below a certain threshold, it's going to take over and provide power to your receiver and your servos so that you can dead stick, basically.
Gotcha.
The other thing I want to do, guys, and if I text you a photo, Jeff, are you able to put it up in the stream?
Send it to me on Facebook.
Okay, copy that. So this photo is from when Mike went to SMC the other day to pick up the batteries for your event, and they were in a frenzy getting packs out. And trying to see how I can send it to you. There's Facebook, and maybe I just copy it. Copy the same what you to invite me into this, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm showing my age by not being
old fart.
Yeah, I hear you.
Ready?
All right.
Here.
There you go. I just sent it.
All right.
So this is actually yesterday when Mike went by there to pick up the batteries, and
those all batteries in there?
Those are all cases of batteries.
That's like a time bomb waiting to explode.
I was getting ready to say, don't let that place catch on fire. My God. That is insane.
Yes. Yep. That is the distribution for USA SMC.
Wow. How many batteries do you think are in those boxes over
there? Clearly not enough if they're out of stock online.
I was getting ready to say that is
viewers, SMC Racing doesn't have a storefront, have never had a storefront. That is simply the USA distribution. That's what that is. And it's in Virginia. So.
Yeah, they're not far. It's they have super quick shipping, so they don't waste time getting those things out of the door. And they also check the voltage before they go out. Isn't that right? The internal resistance.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. They use the standard, in my opinion. The standard charger is for SMC Racing is iChargers. You probably saw in that photo. You could see a couple of the newer DX8s on the bench there that they test all the packs. And then the other thing they use is the Wayne Giles ESR meter Mark II. This gives you true IR with the true 4-wire Kelvin method, and it takes when you use the 4-wire Kelvin method. It doesn't matter if this wire is from my neighbor's house back to mine, because the 4-wire true 4-wire Kelvin method takes out all the wires and gives you the true IRs.
Man,
And I plan to bring this to the event with me. So anybody wants to compare their battery against the SMC test pack that they want to try, I'll be happy to. And I'm going to bring a scale too if they want to weigh the batteries.
nice, man. Well, that
Nice.
should be pretty good. It'll be neat
Yeah.
to see how those do and everything like that. Let's see. Need for Speed says, I love the SMCs, but they seem a little more temperamental. They'll puff if you leave them charged for more than 2-3 days, just like you said before. So yeah.
Yes, and a great point. Thank you for that comment. When talking with Danny and learning about the factory, um, when you just like a high performance automobile, a high performance lipo can be sensitive. And Danny does have a warranty. And I'm going to get into something new that none of the viewers know yet, and I don't own one yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing the packs when Mike and I meet up this Sunday for flying our local flying field. Um, the SMC packs, because they are oil based, can be a little more temperamental if they're not treated perfectly and treated well. Um,
Did you say oil
performance.
based?
They are oil based cells, yes, not water based.
Okay.
The
I thought he
company
said
that's
Old Bay. I was like, that's
no,
the
no, I'm
stuff
sorry,
on those crabs.
oil based.
I was like, no wonder why they're so
Um,
good.
No, oil-based cells.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if this viewer is referring to the old V2 graphene, because those did round out pretty well, and I have one here that I can show you all. This
Yeah, we
is one
tried
of
those
the
graphenes. Those things are
Yep,
great.
yeah, and the old base. He first started trying oil-based cells with the V2 graphenes. This is an 8100 I have right here, and this is a 6-cell 8100, highly sought after, but they were always a little more
I need one
rounded.
of those. I
Well,
need one of
I
those.
have I have this one, but it's got a bad cell. So you can have one that's a 5S. I'll be
This
happy
ain't gonna
to.
do me no good. I
I'll
need
pull a.
I need a big battery for my Cessna. Okay, I need something
All right.
that I can fly. For what, Bobby? With the 6,000, we're getting 20 minutes of touch and goes.
Yep.
Like, I need something where I can fly for like 30 minutes of touch and goes.
Well, Jeff, hold on here. Let me dig in the box here and show you another battery I got.
Yeah. This man's
Now
going
you
to sell me something, Bobby, that's going to catch my house on fire.
That's what I was
here's
just thinking. Better you
here's
than me,
one
brother.
that'll make you nice. This is a 9500 420.
There you go.
That battery looks as big as this drill right here.
Jeff, have you seen I have a 9600 and it's like that big, and it's an old one. It's the one Zach gave me.
So there's your length compared to your normal,
Oh,
5,000.
Wow.
So 9,500.
I bet the Cessna would hold it, Bobby. What do you think?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think that's pretty dang cool. Hey, I'm gonna put this up there real quick and just take a quick picture. I'm gonna send it to somebody. Let me see here. Never mind that real quick. Let's see here. There we go.
There's a way to do a screenshot with your computer.
I could have, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like literally send it real quick. All right. Nice.
What else did I have to say? No, looking forward to having a good time coming to the event, and
Nice.
and thank you all for inviting me again. And again, I'm just a hobbyist. I'm a club guy like you. I have a Monday through Friday job. I work for public schools. I don't work for SMC. I'm just a believer in them, and try to promote them.
Hey man, you need more people like that in the world. Just honest dudes out here, just trying to get the word out.
It is.
No filters, no favoritism, nothing like that. Just let the product speak for itself, and that's what we're about over here. So that's kind of what we did.
I thank you for your service as well, Bobby. And
no, man, all good, all good. All in a day's work.
So Ryan, a friend of ours that y'all know, and he came last year to the event. He's coming again with me this year. Mike is wanting to come. He wasn't able to make it last year, and this year his father's having some health issues. He's on the fence. We hope that Mike can come. And Mike is the other guy from the channel M&M Dynamics, and let me throw my plug. If y'all want to, please like and subscribe. Check that stuff out. We have some good stuff in there, and Bobby and Jeff have really helped Mike and I to try and grow our channel and do better and help people out. There's also another affiliate channel that I started, and I haven't really done a whole lot with it because I'm so busy at work and family life. It's RC battery testing. So that's another channel that I started, and basically I have a $1,000 prop thrust stand that has sensors run by a laptop, and it's a load thrust stand. And I put right now it's currently set up with a e-flite Timber X motor and speed control and prop, and I plug a battery in and let it run, and it tells me all the data and thrust and grams and watts and RPM, and it's really was built for the drone crowd. But it's a expensive tool. It's like I said, it's $1,000 instrument. And I did the video that I did that started the channel. I did 3S popular pack testing on that video, and it took me it was over 40 minutes of content. I had to break it into two parts. But if you haven't seen that, I encourage you to go see that. And a lot of people understand is when Danny's testing cells and he asks China to make him a cell, he comes up with a formulation. They just send him one cell, whether it's one cell or it's 10 cells or it's 6 cells or 4 cells. It's still you're testing the cell, okay? And his motto is high cycle life, and you'll see that in the shirt that I have right here and also the labels. And that's because when he's testing a battery, that one cell, once he gets China to make him a sample cell and it's sent to him and he tests it, he puts that thing through. The last time I heard it was over 50 repeated cycles back to back under
Wow.
specific charge and loads, and then he'll even ramp it up even higher. And then after he does so many cycles, then he tests the IRs and the milliamps to see if there was any fade in the performance.
Wow.
So this is just an inkling and just this is what this man does, the passion that he has. And then when it's not right, he tweaks the formula and then tries to get a better sell for the public. He's just not saying, hey, China, build this for me the cheapest you can. I'll mark it up and sell it. And there, and then like you mentioned, Bobby, the quality control before every battery is shipped out of SMC USA, every cell is checked.
Right. Yeah, I remember you saying that, and that was one thing I always like. Man, that's pretty. That's pretty cool that's actually a thing. So it just shows you the quality and how much cares.
And I'll find a box here. I know.
By the way,
what you're talking about is this label right here.
Yep, that's it. Yep, I remember you showing last time. So when you see that, you're getting a decent pack, or it was decent when it left.
Yep. And things happen. And if things happen, if you email orders at smcracing.com, you're emailing the owner of the company, and he's going to respond to you.
Nice.
And that's Danny Sullivan.
Nice. Hey, by the way,
smc-racing.com.
That's correct. That's the website. The email address is orders at smc-racing.com.
You got a question here. Any cool tips for reshrinking a scuffed up battery other than duct tape?
Great idea.
Packing tape one time.
So let's go back to this battery that I talked about earlier, right? So I unshrink the battery.
Okay.
And I've got all the old heat shrink where I tore it all off. Right. Well, so what I will do, and I'm glad someone asked because I don't get to tell people stuff about this. So this pack needs to be reheat shrinked, and I'm not going to tape it up with tape like your viewer just mentioned. I will take a piece of paper and I will wrap a piece of paper around this loosely. Okay, so that so it's a cylindrical around it. Then I will smash it flat, and then I'll measure the width of that, and then I will go on Amazon and I will buy heat shrink.
Okay.
Okay. And I have, whenever I'm building packs or modifying packs, I have different sizes of heat shrink. So I simply go on Amazon, and you can get it in red and blue and black and clear. I choose to go with clear because this is a 4400 6S that I rebuilt. Okay. I'm probably going to have to go with this size heat shrink. And basically, like I told you, I will measure the circumference to get a flat measurement because this is a tube that's flat. And then before I put this heat shrink over it and use my Hanger 9 heat gun that we all have for our balsa planes, I save the label off the old heat shrink. I'll pull the label with the heat gun, and I will put the label. I will put the label
inside
on the pack, and I'll clear it. So
there you go.
if you ever see a clear SMC battery, well, Marshall probably rebuilt it.
Fair enough, man. Fair
You know,
enough.
instead of it going to the landfill or, you know.
Well,
So I disposed of a bunch of batteries, Marshall. I had a.
Did you? Okay.
Bobby, how
Yeah,
many
that was
batteries I
weird.
have in that bucket? 30.
it was weird, dude. It was so gross.
I took a 5-gallon bucket and I put water and salt.
Made a chemical soup.
Dumped a bunch of batteries in there. I would cut the leads off, drop them in there. Cut the leads off, drop them in there.
Mm-hmm.
It made the weirdest green, like fluff, come up through the water.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was definitely fluff. It was the toxic slurry.
You had a science project,
fluff.
didn't you, Bobby?
I did, man.
You had a science project.
I was worried that, you know, what I was going to do with that water. So it couldn't have been that bad because it didn't eat through the plastic.
Yeah.
Here's one for you. So a club member, this was a 3400 4S battery. And a club member had it in the OMP Hobby Decathlon and he crashed it. 2 cells got damaged. I took it apart and now I have a 2S 3400. So if anybody wants a nice little receiver pack, I'll bring this with me. I mean, $10. I mean, for a nice little 3400 with long leads.
Man, that's not bad.
2S SMC 3400.
I can use that for my turbine.
I mean,
but
a little 2S, but there's your clear heat shrink viewer with the label. And nice thing is the label's underneath. It doesn't get scratched up.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good.
More people should do that.
Yeah. Well, look, man, we certainly appreciate you.
Thank you all
coming in and everything. If you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to hang out while we cover up a couple of other topics, and we can pick your brain too while we got you in the house. You might as well stay and get comfortable. You already got your shoes off.
I'm right here, guys. I'm right here, and thank everybody for watching and give me the time. And like I said, please head on over to M&M Dynamics and check us out. We took. We'll close on this. Mike just. I don't know if people know this, but we took the Zeus to over 200 mile an hour on 8S.
I saw something on Facebook. I got the notification, and I was like, "That's
so straight and level." I think 186 straight and level, 8S Zeus on SMC power. Of course, an upgraded fan, speed control, jet fan V3, Castle 200 light, custom wound motor from Steve New Motors, but you know, hitting 200 mile an hour, the foam jet is pretty impressive. And so Mike has pulled the whole power system out. He's selling the Zeus, just the ARF. It's on Facebook if you want. It's mint. But Mike should have his new Avanti 90 tomorrow.
Wait. So y'all hit 200 mile an hour with a foamy and didn't offer to bring it to our fly-in? Come on.
I know. What's that? Like we want to see that. We want to see that.
Well, I could Bobby, I could bring the Avanti V1 on 8S and it's good for in the 150s.
Man, I need another fuselage for a V1. You got a spare fuselage for one? I need one.
I do not.
I can't find one anywhere to save my life. So
but I just stripped everything out of my V2 or V3 Futura, Bobby.
Did you?
I think I'm gonna put that power system in the F16, that ARF Plus I got.
That's a good one. Hey, dude, they by the way, Horizon Hobby had the ARF Plus on sale for $299, dude.
Saw that.
And I missed the ball. Yep. I went there too late and it was gone. And I was like, I was F16? Literally going to get it. So
no, the Viper 90. The Viper 90, I think, sold out. I think the Trojans, the big Trojans sold out, and the F16 80 millimeter. I think that sold out as well.
I mean, I got a brand new Viper 90. Somebody really wants one bad enough.
Well, you know, they were on sale too for like what, $649 or $549 or something like that. So, hey, real quick question: how did they get 200 miles an hour on the Zeus? That's what Mike Metz wants to know.
Yep. So, Mike, like I said, we have a custom wind KV motor. And I'm not going to disclose the KV. So everybody that watches the YouTube channel, they always ask us what the KV of the motor is. I'm not going to disclose it. We worked too hard and spent too much money. If anybody's ever bought a custom wound motor from New Motors, you know, you're looking at $300 just for the motor. Jet fan 90 available from e-flite RC, Gary out there, and Castle 200 light, and then a big high voltage SMC battery. And when I say big, I want to say Mike was in probably the 10,800 range, and it was a 420 cell, but we had charged it to 425. And when we're running our speed runs, the viewers, you're gonna like this. Everybody says, "Oh, HV, HV, HV." Well, Danny has told us that he cannot make he can't make an HV pack as high of a C rating as he can a 420 pack. So if you have a high amp draw situation, when I say high amp draw, I mean we're pulling over 250 amps through a Castle 200 light. And Mike actually bought the APD 400 speed control for that Zeus, and he tested with it some. When you're pulling 250, you're banging on 300 amps. You have to have a battery that'll sustain that voltage sag and hold up to that current draw. And yeah, you're playing. This is big stuff, guys, and the wattage and the speed, but the Zeus airframe in general is very,
What's
very,
Mike want
very
for the
efficient.
airframe?
What's that?
What's Mike want for the airframe?
300, and his bone stock blue, and it's a mark on it. It's mint.
Wait. Y'all want $300 for an airplane that y'all done run through the ringer at 200 mile an hour?
Stress the
Man, y'all
airframe.
crazy.
To
Yeah,
me, that's
stress the
to
airframe
me, that's a bargain. That's a bargain.
For an airframe? No, dog. For $379, I can get a dang 3D plane.
And look, I guarantee Jeff already pulled the airplane up right now. I'm looking at it.
What?
That's funny. That's funny. Well,
Yep.
look, man.
Well, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it.
No. I just we had that question pop up, and somebody wanted to know. He asked. He says, "Where can I get one?" That's amazing, and it's, obviously this in the secret sauce.
We're anybody that does the math is going to know that we're running a high KV, but it's not always just the high KV. A lot of people don't know this, and I learned this from my days of running RC cars with custom wound, hand wound brushed motors, not brushless. And it's all about the diameter of the copper. If you want to flow current and you want to make power, you better have some big copper.
Yeah.
Who the heck's
And
Daniel
anybody
Roberts?
What's that?
Who is Daniel Roberts?
I think that's one of your friends. You might know him.
Okay, just different name.
Just different name. But anytime you want to make power, you got to flow electricity, and the only way to flow electricity is to have big copper. So
makes good sense to me.
These, I used to do have special custom wound armatures that would fill the stack as much as you could with big copper on brush motors. Well, now we're trying to fill the stators as much as we can with the copper. And the mass produced motors that come out of China don't have the copper to support the speeds and the amp draw that we're asking.
Man,
there's a Zeus 90 in Hickory, North Carolina, stock info with the gyro ELRS receiver, OEM parts, with the 90 millimeter or 80 millimeter, whatever's in it, for $300. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
So,
not bad.
Well, but yeah. So, hey, wanted to cover one more thing, and you can go ahead and stick around, man. Can we get some?
I'd love to stick around.
I want to try one of those LiPos in this thing, but I'm trying to find
not a problem.
Nope. Where is
I want to see the fish? I want to see the fish plane.
Well, let me tell you something. We flew the Free Wing Panther, the new one that just came out, that little 70 millimeter thing. And let me tell you, that airplane is an excellent flyer. It blew my mind.
Really?
For $299, it's an excellent flying airplane, and it's fast out of the gate. It flies clean. I'm actually flying it too with
is that it? And that's a 70 or an 80?
That's a 70 millimeter. Okay. It's got the 2210 kV EDF 12 blader in there.
Nice.
And
I have a local club member that has the F5, and that thing, he did the upgraded fan from, I think, Motion. So that's an FMS plane, the camo F5.
Yeah.
And he put he put a Motion 2150/80 fan in it. Off the shelf, it's like, I don't know, 58 or $78 or something. And that thing rips. I mean, he's running on an SMC. I think he's running on 5300 or no, the 4400 6S. And we were at the field last Sunday, and I'm like, holy cow, Patrick. And that F5, very sleek. And back to the viewer's question about the Zeus over the, like the Viper and the Avantis. these foam airplanes, once they're sleek and they're shaped like that missile shape look, that's when you get your speed, and if they've got efficient ducting.
Yeah. Let's see. RC Lando said that F9 Panther handled the grass. Absolutely, dude.
Did
It
it?
had absolutely no problems rotating off the grass, and it's got more than enough power. The video, I haven't finished editing the video, but it's a phenomenal flyer. And honestly, it's one of my most favorite flying EDFs I have now. That's how good of a flyer the thing is. And it just goes where you point. It's super stable, but the power to weight ratio is excellent for that bird. So it doesn't lack for anything. And Will was out there when I was flying it too. So it's a really nice flying bird. I'd be finding out how fast that thing's going, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's well over 100 miles an hour. So out of a little 70 millimeter, it is not bad at all. So, but yeah, guys, so stay tuned. That video is going to be coming out. Also, too, I actually have the Viper 64 millimeter videos dropping here at 9:15. So I'm sorry, 9:45. So that's going to be coming up soon. So we'll be shutting this thing down here shortly. But Mike Metz, he has one more question for you, Marshall. Can I get your contact info to pick your brains and get some clear communication on batteries? He already kicked that information out there. But
Yes.
but yeah, you want to tell him again?
Yeah.
Or you can put it in the chat. You can type it in there.
Yeah. If since I'm running on the
What's
iPad
your
right now, I
email?
don't have the chat. So
Yeah.
it's M. So Bobby, M and M. So not the funky sign.
Yeah, I got you.
M-A-N-D-M Dynamics 1 @gmail.com.
And Will, you're right. That Panther just jumps off the ground with ease like it's nothing. It gets off on its own.
Put up a photo of the Panther again for me, Bobby. I want to see that.
The
Or
number
about
one,
Jeff.
right?
Yeah. M and
Okay.
M numeral 1. I'm sorry, M&M Dynamics numeral 1 @gmail.com.
So
Wow,
there you
that
go.
looks really cool. That's what I want to see.
Man,
Perfect.
I really wish they made it in an 80 millimeter, but look, it flies like it's an 80. It flies like an
Does
80.
it?
The power is of that of an 80. It really is impressive.
The Panther and the Cougar, are they the same thing?
No, I think they look very similar, but Panther and Cougars are both in the cat family. Yeah. So, but
Bobby,
a Panther is
I know
definitely
you.
different than a Cougar for sure.
Oh yeah, I see the difference now.
You see what
They
I'm
look
saying? I'm just
similar.
playing. I was trying to make it funny, Jeff. You didn't
I get
go
it.
for it.
I get it.
You didn't
They
go
look very
for it.
similar though.
Yeah, for
Bobby,
sure.
I know you fly Spectrum, and as I do too. I love Spectrum.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah, and I was talking to another club member of the weekend, and he is loving the new AS3X Plus, and says that it makes his planes fly bigger. And I've upgraded my transmitter, but I have not updated my first receiver yet to AS3 Plus, or what's the other term they call it? Geez.
Funny you should say that because I have an AR. I want to say it's like I got an 8-channel, and
8360.
yeah, I think it's 360 T, and it is actually I can't go to the gyro. I'm having some timeout connection errors, which is weird, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I was told to go buy one of these little guys, right? So you
That's
can
correct.
reflash it and
I believe
reprogram.
that's SPMA 3065 is the part number on that.
I believe so. I'm not
It's
sure.
it's on the USB. Look on the USB label. SPMA
3065. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So got this, and so I was told to reflash it and re-upload it. So
Yep. Mike
see.
flashed his 8360 that he's getting ready to put in the new Avanti 90, and there's a 2-step process with that cord with Spectrum Programmer. But Synapse, that's the name of the.
Oh, the snaps, yeah, dude.
And I hear that it makes planes feel like they're bigger than they are. So I thought of that when you talked about that being a 70.
Yeah, the funny thing is I'm using the that receiver with the AS3X Plus in a turbine jet, and so
Awesome.
I've got it in my T45 and it makes it fly really good. But it was RC Pilot Will that actually turned me onto it, and I actually flew it. And this the video that's dropping here in the next couple of minutes actually has the AS3 plus in there, and you can see a massive difference in how it flies. It flies really, really well. So telling you guys, the gyros, I'm a fan. The AS3X Plus is a cheap way for you to get, big airplane feel for a low cost. So,
or you just buy big airplanes.
Yeah, you could do
I'm
that.
a big. I'm always a switch B mode, no gyro, AS3X, and I'll even throw a safe mode just so if I get sweat or a bug or something. I want to. I love it. I mean, safe. You got to hand the radio to somebody, flip the switch, and hand the radio to them. You ain't got to worry about the plane's going to fly itself. But I love 3 flight modes: no gyro,
man.
AS3X, and safe.
Oh yeah, yep, absolutely. And that's just one of those things where the evolution of the hobby, man. It's just great. It really is. All these tools we have to help us along. So, but look, guys, don't forget to give us a thumbs up here. We're going to start wrapping this bad boy down, so I can jump into the other the video. Don't forget to check out the video that's getting ready to drop here in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, man. Jeff, you got anything else?
That's it, man. Guys, hope y'all can show up for the Black Friday event.
Please
we got
come.
A whole bunch of sweet prizes for the
Sweet
raffle.
prizes.
And Marshall, we'll see you there. And Keith, we are not doing a Thanksgiving show, sir. We've got way too much going on.
Yeah, man, I got a lot going on, unfortunately. So I'll be eating turkey and I'll be sleepy by the time you guys want to see anything. So
we'll see you guys in 2 weeks, and then before that, we'll see you at the fly-in if you come.
There you go, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Hang around. Check out the video that's getting ready to drop here at 9:45, and all is well.
See you guys.
All right, have a good one.